Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 295. Joining me, as always, Daniel Neveroli.
What's up, gamers?
Hi, Daniel. I got a Kingdom Hearts shirt now.
Ooh,
It's anti-Sora.
it's a yeah. Oh, it's. I was gonna say that's it's not a heartless Sora.
It's anti-Sora. Heartless Sora, he turns into like the little ant. Heartless. He's just a minor little ant. Heartless.
Right.
And he turns into a Heartless. But no, this is in Kingdom Hearts 2. It like sometimes when you switch forms, it'll like do this one as like a surprise, and it's like like a little demon. He, like flies through the air and like, slashes shit with his keyblade. You know, the keyblade was originally supposed to be like a chainsaw sword. Real thing. Disney thought it was too violent.
Interesting. I could see that.
Which in hindsight, it is a little violent. Yeah, when you think about that. Also, Mickey Mouse was supposed to be the protagonist of Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, I think you should have been.
Would have been an odd choice.
I think like
Not
having a Disney character be, he doesn't have big enough feet. I think having a Disney character be the main character would have been pretty cool. Instead of having like we've talked about as the series goes on, there's less Final Fantasy and like more of the original characters, and that's kind of
just
lame.
The third one. I'm hoping they go back when they, eventually make a new Kingdom Hearts.
I know a lot of the side games are mostly Nomura characters and stuff, but
Dream Drop Distance has what is that series called?
it's
A Thousand World, whatever. What is it called? God, I can't even remember now.
It's The World Ends With You.
The World Ends With You. That's it. Yeah. It has The World Ends With You characters. Dream Drop Distance does. I forget what. No, Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep has a shit ton of Final Fantasy. Birth by Sleep has Zack from FF7. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping they go back. Do 16 characters. That's what we need. Need a little Clive, little Ben Starr in there. In 4. What we need.
That'd be cool.
That'd be sick. That'd be awesome. But they're probably gonna do majority of their own characters from that little thing Nomura is teasing at the end of 3.
It could do 15 characters. Like actually have
15 would be cool. Bring Noctis back. Yeah, that'd be interesting, especially with the parallels going on with 15. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're gonna do. I was hoping we'd get a new Kingdom Hearts trailer at TGS this year. Not happening.
It's been how many years since that teaser?
Probably like 3 at this point. 3, 4.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah, only another, I don't know, 7-ish years before it actually maybe comes out. Probably just get another trailer.
That's generous.
Yeah, that is probably generous. That is probably a bit generous. Little hopeful thinking there.
I think so.
There was like a rumored leaked world list for Kingdom Hearts. I don't actually believe it, but we'll see. We'll see.
Did it have Andor in it?
It did have Star Wars.
Andor.
It did have Star Wars. Yeah. Star Wars. I don't even actually remember. I think Treasure Planet was on there. I'd be fucking hyped.
That would be.
But that's why I don't believe it, because it's like they're not.
That's too good to be true.
Treasure Planet in there,
Why
there
not?
was a Treasure Planet. I just think. I think Disney would be like, why the fuck would you put Treasure Planet in here? We're not making new Treasure Planet shit. We don't care about that.
Is there gonna be a Marvel?
No, it didn't. From that leak, it didn't sound like it. Which I would actually be pretty cool with if they didn't do Marvel, just did Star Wars. But we'll see. I think Zootopia was one of them, which I would be super hyped about. I fucking love that movie.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's like my favorite Disney movie from like last decade.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Yeah, so I'd be down with that. Probably get more Pixar shit, I'd imagine. You would think Moana, that would probably be a big one, I'd guess.
Moana would be cool. Coco would be cool.
There was what was I saying about Treasure Planet? There was a Treasure Planet world that got cut in, I think it was Dream Drop Distance. But like you can like, the fucking nerds found it in the back end files or whatever. Hacking away over there to get these games. That's why you don't put games on PC. It's fucking nerds, man. They go in there, find all your little secrets.
I think I see in the code.
Right.
Treasure Planet.
Nerd. Like, what are you doing in there? Just play the fucking game, you know? Like, what are you doing, bro? You ain't got enough games to play. You're that bored where you're just like, oh. So I know PC players don't even actually play games. They're just like,
They should do the taxes.
let me hack the fucking code of this fucking game, you know, instead of actually just, you know, playing the game. You know,
they usually just play like Solitaire and Minesweeper, you know.
I had a friend of a friend. We like went over his place one time. It's like years ago at this point, and I saw him cheating on Call of Duty. I like saw like what he was doing on COD to cheat. He like had this whole thing set up where like he could like see through the walls. He could like see like your silhouette. It was like highlighted yellow, and like he could shoot through the walls. And like he would just sit on rooftops cheating away, and just snipe people through walls. Like easily be able to see you. Also, like the bullet would just like immediately go into the other guy. It was crazy. It was fucking insane. And I think that's where my big bias against PC players comes from. I'm like, fuck all you. You know?
Yeah, modding.
Like I don't even understand why you would want to cheat in a video game to begin with. You know?
Because you win and that makes you feel good.
Yeah, but like you didn't.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
exactly.
You didn't do anything.
There's no skill,
right? It's like you're not actually good at the fucking game, you know.
Yeah, but you're still winning.
But I guess. Do you really get that? But like, you don't even get anything, you know.
Maybe it's a
like the point of,
thing.
I guess, yeah. That'd be the only thing of satisfaction, I guess. But like, do you really get the satisfaction from winning when you're cheating in a game?
I think these people do.
Do they? That it? Their brain's just so fucked up. They think they actually did something.
Yeah, they won, and then you're angry, but I'm one. So
that's a fucking insane mindset.
It is. Yeah,
like that is a fucking crazy mindset. Like,
just should be how yeah. How else are they gonna justify that?
Right. It's fucking insane.
You still lost, bro.
You still. I just don't. I guess, yeah, maybe you're just talking shit.
Me.
Right, out cheat you, I guess. That's just everybody running around on PC cheating against each other, cheaters against cheaters. Which I suppose would just make it a whole new game. Like maybe you'd have a little fun that way. Maybe if we could all see through the wall.
Well, I think we've talked about this game before. One of my favorite little like 4-player local co-op games is called Screen Cheat. You ever heard of that game before?
No,
it's a super charming, fun little game where it's a 4-player, like split screen game, kind of like you'd play with Halo, and you have the different squares. But the only thing you could see on a person's screen, like, is the gun. Like everyone's invisible. So the idea of the game is you have to like actually look at the other person's screen to know where they are on the map to actually be able to kill them.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a really fun game.
This is older.
So in that way, it came out last gen.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's a fun, charming game of like actually cheating by like screen looking. You know,
I did
because like the maps
screen hopping back in the day.
Oh, so many people did.
Yeah.
The map is like color based too, so it's like if you see them running near the red area, you're like, oh, Connor's at the red section, and then you look at me and like, oh, he's at the green area on the map, and you're like trying to figure out where everyone is because everyone's invisible. And there's like different weapons and stuff. It's a cool game.
God, what a time! We're gonna be talking about Halo later in the show.
Yeah,
a little bit Halo. Because Daniel, it's been another busy week in the world of video games.
Busy for someone.
How do you think Phil's Fallout 76 down's doing? Low base.
How's that going? I think those players have invaded his house and threw his Xbox.
Yeah, at that point, yeah, they have him like tied to a chair. His character like tied to a chair inside his house. They're holding him for ransom.
Yeah,
you're gonna make the fucking Game Pass prices go back down.
If you want to play Fallout 76,
you will put it back to.
Here's our list of demands.
Game Pass $20. Fuck, I love that idea. I love the idea of just torturing Phil at every game he goes and plays. Like, he just has to go back to single player games only.
Yeah, he goes and plays Gears multiplayer, and he just gets chainsawed all the time.
Yeah, the whole team just surrounding him, just waiting for him to spawn at each place, too, and then they chainsaw him. That's the best in Gears. You wait behind the spawn point. They spawn and then you go up and chainsaw. Shit. All right, dude. Let's get into the news here. Speaking of Xbox Game Pass, that will be our headline story, of course. So let's get into it then. Xbox Game Pass is getting restructured into 3 categories. Okay, we will start with the 3 categories then. The bottom one, the first one, the initial one that just kind of replaced Xbox Gold back in the day.
It's called Core, right?
It is called Core. So Xbox Game Pass Core being the bottom tier, that will now cost $10. And then I'll tell you what all of them have inside of the deals as well. Premium is now at $15. That's the middle tier. And then Game Pass Ultimate will now cost $30. That is the highest tier, of course. This is all part of the monthly paid subscription. The only tier that will now offer Xbox published games day one will be Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is the $30 tier. And then it will also have multiple other perks with it now, including like a Fortnite thing, some other Ubisoft classes.
Is going to be there.
A cat very much wants to get in the way.
Ubisoft is now in the service with the EA Play or whatever. I forget what the Ubisoft calls it. Ubisoft Plus.
I think Ubisoft was already in it, but it's like more games now. Like they added more Assassin's Creed games and stuff like that. Like as of yesterday too, as well. Also, Hogwarts Legacy now in it. They added some games into Xbox Game Pass Ultimate specifically, as of today or yesterday or whatever as well. And then Premium will now get Xbox published games within a year of launch, but that is excluding Call of Duty. So no Call of Duty within a year of launch. So I'm assuming like the new Call of Duty won't be in there within the year, but like you'll get, I don't know like what the timeline would be for that. I'm assuming you get Battlefield 6 within like 2 years. I don't know how long they would want to hold that for. And then PC Game Pass has also gotten a bump up in price. That will now cost $17 a month. And that still does get day one published Xbox games. So it's basically Game Pass Ultimate. You get the whole package here still. You get day one Xbox published games, including Call of Duty, and now some more perks with it as well. Premium, you are no longer getting day one Xbox published games, but you will get a large amount of games that still come with the service. And then Core, you get a smaller amount of games that come with the service, but that's pretty much just to be able to access online games and play multiplayer and shit.
Yeah.
Daniel, a little restructuring going on here with Game Pass. Of course, people are not happy about the price bump up at all. A $10 price bump up, which is probably has to be the most drastic price change Xbox has made to Game Pass throughout its entire life, right? Yeah. Yeah, like I think
they went up $5 the last time.
Yeah, there was a couple times where it did like $1 or $2. I remember, you know, like I remember it going to like $17.99 at one point or whatever, and then going to $20, and now we jumped up a whole $10. How are we feeling about this one?
I mean, I haven't had Game Pass in like a year and a half now, so I haven't really even been using my Xbox too much. But like, it's just not as good of a deal. Just the more that they keep restructuring, and the more that it keeps costing. But I guess like if you really can't afford games on a constant basis, that's like the only way that this really even makes sense. You know, like if your budget normally is one game a month, which is already a lot for people because games just keep going up in price. If your budget is one game a month, I still think you probably could justify if your only console is Xbox or I guess PC, but PC has way more deals. If your main console of choice was the Series X, and you can't afford that many games, like Game Pass is still kind of worth it. But I don't know. I think maybe still buy that just one game you want a month might be worth it too. I don't know. It's just looking less and less of a deal as time goes on.
Yeah, it's just kind of, you're just making the pool of people that would subscribe to you month after month smaller and smaller. You know, the higher the price goes up, the higher the console goes up too. You know, I mean, this involves everything. The higher the more you make games cost. I mean, pretty much everything's raising in price. So it's like you're making that pool smaller and smaller every which way all around of people that are actually going to access
Who's
your
gonna
games,
buy the
who's going to play your
console? Yeah.
games, who's going to buy the console, yeah, all that stuff. And I think now it just becomes even more of a question. Like a lot of people are throwing around it costs $360 a year now to subscribe to Xbox Game Pass. I don't know how many people actually think like that, you know? Like for me, for example, right? I am still going to be subscribing to Xbox Game Pass in like a week or two here before Keeper comes out, you know? Because with that, I am someone that wants to play a lot of Xbox published games still. And just within the next few weeks here, the next month, they're giving me Keeper, they're giving me Ninja Gaiden 4, and they're giving me the Outer Worlds 2. And I am someone, now I'm not everyone. In fact, I'm very few people, you know, that actually has interest in all three of those games and actually will beat all of those games within like a pretty fast time. Like, give me like till like mid-December, I'll probably be through all of those, right? But like I'm a very rare case scenario here. But for me, right, in 2 weeks when I subscribe to Xbox Game Pass, let's say I have it for 2 months so I can get through all three of those, right? That'll be $60 instead of me buying Keeper, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Outer Worlds 2, which would be almost $200. I don't know how much Keeper's gonna end up costing, but Ninja Gaiden 4, Outer Worlds 2, both 70, 140. Keeper, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be 70, so that's got to be like what, a $40 game, $30. I don't know.
I don't think we know, but
we don't know, but
40 sounds right.
40 sounds right? So that would be 180 instead of me paying 60 for 2 months, right? And it's like, I mean, there's a huge argument there that like, oh, Connor, you're not actually owning those games ever, and it's like, I don't really care. I just kind of want the experience of playing them and then beating them, and then I would probably never play those again, you know?
Sure.
Because I just play so many games and I move on to the next thing and all that, right? But I'm a very rare case scenario here. I think what they're realizing, especially after Call of Duty getting on there and them not seeing a huge subscriber count bump up, you know, they only gained like 1 million subscribers, like people that actually stayed around on Game Pass after COD came out. Like they went up from 34 million to 35 million after that. So it's like, I don't think they saw the bump up that they wanted with that. Even me, like I'm surprised by that, dude. I would have told you when they bought COD and they put it on, you know, when they bought Activision and they put COD on Game Pass, I would have told you like, man, I'll be like 10 million subscribers at least.
I don't know if we talked about numbers, but we talked about a significant bump for sure.
You would have thought, right? But I think Call of Duty has such a fan base that like most of those guys are only playing Call of Duty and maybe one other game a year, and more than likely that's Madden or FIFA or whatever.
Well, I was even thinking like it's got to be big, like a Ghost of Yote or a Doom or you know what, like it's got to be a big game like that. Like,
yeah, but like even those majority of those people, it's gonna be a case by case basis. But like, and maybe one of those they'll get. You know, like I could see one of those, a good portion of those guys being like, "Oh, Oblivion Remastered came out, right? Let me
exactly like
subscribe and get that, right?" And it's like you'll maybe get those guys to get into one of those type of games a year if you're lucky. You know, that's if you're lucky.
Like, I play COD, you know, I play every COD pretty much. I play all the campaigns. Like, I definitely know that COD guy mindset because like I've played with a lot of them, and you know, I'm not as deep in that multiplayer anymore. I played a decent amount of 6 multiplayer, but yeah, those COD guys, like that's the game they get every year,
right? And
so it's similar to those sports guys, you know.
Yeah, and so I think for those guys, they ultimately just come to the conclusion that like, well, I'm gonna be playing Call of Duty all year, so why the fuck would I continuously pay $30 a month for it when I could just buy it outright? And that makes sense, honestly. Like in hindsight, we all probably should have realized that. And Microsoft themselves should probably realize that. And maybe they did. I have no idea. But in hindsight, yeah, it does make a lot of sense that, like, yeah, Call of Duty probably wouldn't be that significant of a bump to a subscription service, considering the guys that play COD are probably only playing COD, and they're just going to go out and buy it anyways. So I think once that kind of comes through and then that realization happens, they really have no choice but to go ahead and bump up the price of Game Pass. You know? Because, like, it really only benefits people that are going to play multiple games a year, like a lot of games a year, honestly, like more than, I mean, what if you are going to subscribe to it month after month after month and
you probably
pay
play
that
one
300
game.
Yeah, it would be 6, right? It'd be 6 a year. So it's like, okay, you got to at least get a minimum, right? Of AAA games, that is. So, and it's not that Xbox doesn't do a good job either. I mean, they do a good job of getting indies. They had Hollow Knight in there. They had Clair Obscur in there. You know, they do a great job of that too. So it's like you still can feasibly, for cheaper, get Xbox Game Pass, and you feasibly could pay less money than someone that is outright just buying all these games that are coming out. And
I mean, and their stuff, like especially if you have Ultimate, right?
right,
Like they are publishing more games themselves as the time goes on. Like they
yeah,
have more studios, they're putting out more games, like Tony Hawk and Avowed and Outer Worlds and Doom, and it's like all those games are there too. Like
yeah.
Xbox is just a huge publisher. They're like the biggest publisher right now.
It's just now you're really gonna have to be that type of gamer that is playing everything, and those are very few and far between. You know, it's like a guy like me, it's super rare. You know, like I am someone next year. I'm playing Gears. I'm playing the new Halo. I'm playing Fable. I would check out Forza. You know, and whatever else Xbox has up their sleeve. You know, I mean, obviously COD is every year now. There's other things we probably don't even know about from Xbox coming out next year. So it's like for someone like me, Game Pass is still worth you know, but I am canceling, you know, it's like I'm not, Xbox doesn't like people like me, right? Because it's like I'm gonna
You'll pick and
beat,
choose,
right, I'm gonna beat Keeper, Ninja Gaiden 4, Outer Worlds 2, I'm gonna unsubscribe, and then Xbox might even give me a refund, and fucking you know, then I'm not gonna subscribe again until Xbox puts out something else that I'm interested in playing, you know. And
yeah,
even with that, it's like I'm also on PlayStation, and there's a lot of times where an Xbox game is coming to PlayStation, and I want to get trophies for it or whatever, and so I'm buying it on PlayStation there anyways, which they're happy with that too. I mean, it's still money in their pocket either way, but still, it does give me another reason not to subscribe to Game Pass with you guys putting your games on other platforms.
yeah, for sure, yeah, and that's just becoming more apparent over time. They're just putting more out everywhere else.
Right. And then I also just want to point out, I mean, how badly the actual Xbox console gamers are getting screwed here. It's like PC,
Yeah,
the PC
Game
one's
Pass
still
has
a
been the
good
best
deal.
deal.
You know,
Yeah.
like you're still getting the day one there for 17 a month now. It's like that's a pretty good fucking deal still. And yeah, they're just screwing over their hardcore fan base here with this move.
Yeah, I mean, we keep talking about they're not really looking at the console. They're kind of just looking at their games
Which is
and the
very
service.
bad for Game Pass, because Game Pass is still majority subscribed to on console.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I don't know if they could shift that to PC. It's like good luck.
Now the
It's hard to
handhelds
get
are
those
coming out.
PC guys to spend money in general. You know, and like
Yeah.
PC, you're gonna find a lot more guys like me that are gonna cancel after they beat the game they want to play and they're interested in. You know, it's a vast
Yeah,
majority.
PCs.
PC has a much more savvy technology audience, and they're much more savvy
Yeah,
with
they're
subscriptions
looking for
and stuff like
deals.
that. They're looking for deals.
Yeah.
They're looking for the cheapest way possible. PC gamers will
Yeah.
wait years and years to play
They'll
games.
emulate stuff.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like I rarely talk to a guy that plays majority on PC and he's playing like something concurrent. You know, he's not playing like the newest hottest thing. He's playing something older. You know, something he got on sale or whatever, right? So yeah, it's I don't know, man. They're in a weird position here with their console, and now Game Pass is in a very weird position as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Just we're gonna have to keep an eye on Xbox, just how they progress like constantly. I don't know. They're in a very weird, precarious situation.
Yeah, it just seems like they just want to make as much money as possible just throughout all these different revenues, and I kind of just wish they'd pick a lane and stick to it. But it's like they kind of just want to spread the field and go everywhere, and it's just not. It's not gonna work out well. You know, it's gonna the Game Pass subscribers are gonna go down even more, specifically on the console side. Your console is gonna sell even less considering the price bump now, which already wasn't selling great. Your games are still selling fine because you're putting them everywhere now, but it's just like, okay, at what point do you just pull the trigger here and just say you're third party and just go everywhere day one all the time? It's
Yeah.
and we're talking about another console generation. Like it's just why, you know? It's like who's gonna buy that? How expensive is that thing gonna fucking be? You know? It's
They
especially
should just rip that band-aid off.
right. It's like you know, I will even be contemplating it. I would probably still end up buying the next Xbox console just because I owned all Xboxes. So I'm like, okay,
Right.
I gotta buy the next one still. Specifically if it's gonna be the last one. But yeah, it's just Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at that heavy now too, because it's like the main thing I use Xbox for is Game Pass, and if Game Pass, God forbid it goes up again, then it just becomes even more crazy,
I mean,
right?
I don't see why it wouldn't,
Right, at some point.
but they might like try to add more as well to it, and try to entice you in other ways too. But I don't see why it wouldn't go up more. Um, Especially being 30. Like if I'm gonna like try to big brain the next, it'd probably be like a $5 upgrade, maybe even 10. I don't think they
You
would
would
go.
assume that's what this one would have been. Another a
Yeah,
$5 bump to 25. It's crazy they jumped all the way to 30.
yeah, yeah. I just they need more revenue, I think, and I just don't think that's the right way to go about it.
That's another thing I find funny about these perks, like the Fortnite thing. It's like, because we were just discussing that this is most beneficial for the guys that play a lot of games, the guys that are gonna play Doom, that are gonna play Oblivion, that are gonna play Tony Hawk, all of that are interested in playing through all of those games. That's who Game Pass is still most beneficial for. That guy isn't playing Fortnite, and doesn't give a fuck about the battle pass for Fortnite. So it's like that perk for Fortnite is pretty much irrelevant to anyone reading this.
Yeah, there's like that League of Legends stuff too, I think,
Yeah,
with like the PC
like how
one.
many people actually use that?
Yeah, I think Valorant has something in there too.
Maybe you
'Cause I
do
think they
for
did
like
that
a
deal.
month if you are on the PC side or whatever, but
Yeah.
like yeah, that's not going to consistently keep you coming back to Game Pass.
I can't remember. Is there a Overwatch 2 thing with Game Pass?
You would assume just because they own it, but I have no idea.
Yeah, like I'm curious, like, because that's a game that they have going, and like, is there a thing for WoW? Because like that type of stuff would really, I know that's mostly that's going to be a lot of PC, even Overwatch, but like that's the type of stuff I think would entice like even more of the PC people. Like if you can like tie your WoW subscription in there, or your Overwatch Battle Pass as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what the other benefits were, including game. Yeah, so they got the Riot game one. Oh, the cloud stuff also comes with Xbox
Hmm.
Game Pass. So if you are a big cloud guy, especially I know people like it on their handhelds or whatever. Uh, yeah, there's benefits there for you as well. So it's like there's other benefits as well, but it's really mostly about the games. And I mean, the thing that has always been the most enticing about Game Pass is the day one games. That's that's always kind of been the
Yeah,
bread and butter of it.
I think that's why most people are there,
Right.
kind of getting the day one stuff and getting like Xbox's stuff. I think that's kind of, yeah.
So yeah. All right. Well, it was a damn shame. Fun while it lasted.
It's still there, but
It's still there.
we didn't even really talk about like the cancellation website had crashed because
Yeah.
so many people were trying to cancel it. That's insane.
Fucking wild.
That's insane.
Wild. Man.
Like I'm curious what those numbers are going to be like now. Like I know that there's a lot of people canceling, but like realistically, like how many is that? You know, is that
Yeah,
just
probably.
thousands? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know.
It's probably not even a million.
No. Yeah, I mean, how many people would it
At
take to
most,
crash
maybe
the
it would.
website? Probably not that many, like,
Yeah,
but like if you have like 100,000 people trying to get on the website all at once, it's like, yeah, that's only a small fraction of people that subscribe to Game Pass numbers, but that
that's kind
that
of what
could
I'm
be enough
saying.
to
Yeah,
crash the site.
yeah.
And I mean, probably a lot of people don't even realize it yet. Not that many people are like,
Waiting for everyone to be getting that new.
yeah, or they're just gonna get charged on their card next month and be like, oh, $30. What the
There's
fuck?
no way they have to
I'll
notify you.
warn them before that.
Yeah,
Do
you
they?
have to be notified.
Do
Whether
they?
you see it or not, that would be illegal. There's no way they can't. You
I
have to
don't
have like
know.
an email. I
I
think
don't know.
they would
Does
email you.
Netflix? Like, does Netflix
Yeah,
warn? Do they?
yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
There's
All
probably a
like
little email
all
thing
those
going on.
like there's like movie services like HBO and all that. They all email you. So like
Yeah.
whether you see that or not, that's on you. But
No, you're
like
probably
I
right. I
that's
do think
pretty sure
Xbox
that's
can be a bit
illegal.
egregious with that kind of stuff. Like the most egregious thing Xbox does is fucking when one of their games comes out, you will immediately get popped with an ad when you turn on your Xbox. Like it won't even go to the home screen. It'll immediately be an ad for the
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
You know,
I
that's
hate that.
fucking
Yeah,
wild,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
It's like get out of here. Like just put it on your fucking home screen then. Like don't.
They already do that. You go to the
Right.
store and it's like, all that kind of stuff.
Well, it's like everywhere when you go in the store, but then it's just like, oh my god. Like I can't even turn on my fucking console without you guys bombarding me with a
Yeah,
fucking
Xbox was really
ad.
bad about the home screen having a lot of ads
Yeah.
in general. Like just like those little squares just being ads and stuff. Like I don't like that. Like PlayStation doesn't really do that unless you go to the store.
Yeah, I mean, PlayStation does a good amount. They all do it a good amount, but
Not on
like,
the home screen.
sure, yeah.
I mean, on
It's
my
just,
home screen on my PS5, I am not getting ads.
I just always remember the Hellblade 2 one, or it's just like immediately Hellblade
Yeah.
2 is just in my face. It's like, what the
Like
fuck,
I
you
know
guys?
Hellblade 2's out. Thank you.
Right? It's like, okay, you're gonna get like 10 buys out of it. Crazy. All right, let's continue on with some more Xbox news then. The Asus ROG Ally is has finally been priced. The prices are for the ROG Ally, the base ROG Ally, that will be $600, and then the ROG Ally X will cost $999. It's gonna be back $1,000 for the ROG Ally X. What is like? Are they significantly different? I guess I didn't realize how different these were gonna be, but they must be like significantly
There
different.
is. I think one
Just
has
based
a
on the
better
price.
screen
Okay.
and more memory,
Yeah,
and
it
I think
must
it's
have way
stronger.
more storage, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's like a combination of a little bit of everything. I think it's just a better device as you go. Like it's like because I think that's what the Steam Deck does. There's like a regular LCD screen. I think the Steam Deck there's a better one that has an OLED model. I think so. I think like there's just more memory, a better. I mean, I could be wrong. I think that there's a better screen and maybe like um, better guts in it too. So
Okay.
uh, yeah, I think it's a cool device. It's not something I want to get. I don't really play handheld like that, but it's a cool device. It's cool that it's a Steam Deck alternative that also has like the Xbox store and you can access your Steam stuff there too.
Yeah, I think they're cool. I love that you can download these high end AAA games and actually have those on the go. Like that's fucking awesome. You know, like that's a dream.
Yeah, it's a big appeal of the Steam Deck. Like having your Steam library with the
Right.
Steam sales on the go
Yeah.
is pretty awesome.
The price is outrageous though. Like $1,000 for a handheld. It's just insane.
Yeah, I don't know. I
You
mean,
know.
like this is $1,000.
No, yeah, I get it, but it's just I just can't feed.
I could do a monthly plan with
In
this.
my
Can you do a
mind,
monthly plan?
you can't. I'm sure you could, but like a phone is a life necessity at this point. You know, like you need one to get. You don't need to
Or
play
it's
your
much
Xbox
more
games on the.
necessary. Yeah.
Sure, but like
Not
everybody has a smartphone in their pocket at this point. You know, everybody. You don't really need something to play games on the go that costs $1,000. You know, it's just in my mind the a handheld should cost less than the console. You know, still, and I know that's not the direction we're going in, but it's just like fuck, man. You can't have $1,000 piece of equipment out here and fucking
yeah.
expect it just to play games when I also have the console. And you can't expect an Xbox console player to go out and buy that or play, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I think that handheld market's already niche enough anyways, so if you're definitely getting, like, a premium, like, product in that niche market, you know? Like, you're only hitting a few million people that even want a handheld like that anyways with, like, the base model, and it's like, maybe a million of those want the better version. So, yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's kind of who you're hitting
well, it's
for
just
your
crazy.
audience.
We're probably ending up with like consoles being smaller and smaller until the point where they're pretty much non-existent, and we're just streaming our things. But then handhelds are gonna
Yeah.
be on the rise with that, right?
Yeah, yeah, maybe that's kind of like what happened, the divergence there. It's like
Yeah,
people that want that physical thing might
yeah.
go to the handheld
Like we
more.
might legitimately end up in a place where Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox are only really making handhelds in like 10 years time, 15 years time, or whatever. You know, like they're
Yeah.
not even making a console because we're all just streaming the thing, or we have the little dongle or whatever the fuck,
I was
right?
just gonna say even a dongle or just like just a dock plug, boom, TV,
Right.
just a switch thing, you know, like with everyone, every console. Like it's
Right.
seemingly maybe that's what the PlayStation 6 could be, you know, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it's sounding like PlayStation is making a handheld go alongside the PlayStation 6. It does sound like there will be a dock
Yeah.
attached to that as well. So yeah, it's seeming like more and more we're heading towards a handheld thing. Which is it you know, it's interesting that Xbox went full force into this ROG Ally right now and they seem to have shelved their actual Xbox handheld plans for the moment.
Maybe they're saving it for the next one.
Yeah, you would think, but it's I know you got to get going on that, and it seems like the Xbox console is actually like sooner rather than later. So I don't know. It's an interesting route to take here. I'll be curious to see what this thing actually ends up selling. If it does move a lot of units or whatever. It's like even Steam Deck. I know that's like popular amongst hardcore gamers. That doesn't sell like a shit ton. It's not like millions
It's
of
a
people
niche
are out
market.
here. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this thing does. It is a cool little device.
Yeah.
Continuing on more Xbox news then. Halo Studios has announced that they will be holding a panel on October 24th at the Halo World Championships to give a deep dive on the future of the series. They promised this earlier in the year that we would be getting more Halo news. So it seems like we would be getting it at the Halo World Championship. Little panel being held here. Daniel, what are we expecting to see here?
I don't really fully know. I mean, there's a lot of rumors of that Halo 1 remaster or remake. I'm not sure exactly what they're calling it. With like I don't really like what the sounds of the rumor. Like they're changing like mission layout because they're adding sprint and like doing things of like I guess how Infinite plays maybe, and then like changing Halo 1 that way. And I think that's just a terrible decision. Um, I think they should just kind of keep Halo 1 what it is. If you want to kind of remake it and have it look new, that's cool, but don't change anything about Halo 1. Why would you ever do that? That's that's terrible. Unless you also have Halo 1 with like the Master Chief Collection coming everywhere too, you know?
Mm.
Like if PlayStation players like can't play Halo 1 how it was supposed to be, they're just playing this new remake. I think that's terrible. I think you should let them be able to play the original Halo 1. But I think maybe you could see that there, or maybe kind of see like a demo of like Halo running in Unreal,
Mm.
having a new engine. I think that's probably the most likely thing they would show. Kind of break down, kind of not using a new engine, their old engine, and then using a new one, and what that means for Halo. Actually, show it live there, and not just kind of talk about it. But the remake would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I'm so down on the idea of just like a 1-to-1 Halo remake. That's so boring to me. At this
Yeah.
point, it's just like fuck, man. And I don't know why really. It's like I'm mostly down for remakes, specifically from games from that time period. At this point, like I'm mostly down for those. About Halo though, maybe it's just because I played it so many times where I'm just like, really
There's a
another
whole new
one.
audience that you could bring it to, though.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I get the mindset, but it's just I don't know. See, it's interesting you think like don't change Halo 1 at all. I'm with you that they should have access. Like they should port the Master Chief Collection to PlayStation and Switch. That should be like a priority. That should be the first thing done in
Yeah.
my opinion. And then you can remake Halo 1 and I think you can get away with that. Like I think people will go out and buy that then after as well. I don't think
I think
putting
that's
the
the only
Master
way
Chief
to
Collection
go, is both.
yeah, I don't think putting Master Chief Collection on Switch and PlayStation necessarily negates people buying a remake of Halo also
Sure.
on the console. I guess it's just what order do you want to do that in? Do you want to put the remake out first and then have people buy that and then eventually put the Master Chief Collection out? But then I think their mindset will probably be put the remake out, don't give them the Master Chief Collection at all, and then we'll just remake all of them. Sell it piece by piece.
That's terrible.
Yeah, like that's probably
What a
probably.
terrible
I mean,
universe
how do you
that would.
maximize profit? That's probably it, right? That's probably the way. So yeah, I don't know. That's but yeah, a 1-to-1 Halo 1 remake. I would like a reboot. If we're gonna remake Halo 1, I would like a reboot, and like I would like them to like I would like changes to the story, and like I wouldn't mind like map layouts being different, adding sprint and all that.
That's like a whole new game.
Sure, yeah, but
Yeah.
but like it mostly stays the same story as Halo 1, but you're just adding things here and there, taking away things, whatever. I wouldn't mind that at all. But if that's not the direction they want to go and they want to do a 1-on-1 remake, the rumor I'm seeing is more of like a similar to the Oblivion remastered, which it seems like all of these guys are fucking catching on to this idea that like and it's not a new thing either, but like that in Unreal Engine 5 it is very easy to remake these games now because you can just kind of lay Unreal Engine 5 over the old engine And it seems like that's what a lot of people are doing. That's how we're getting all these remasters very quickly. Ninja Gaiden 2 just did it. Oblivion just did it. And you can kind of keep the same base game actually in there while just having the overlay of Unreal Engine 5. And it just, I don't know. Especially with all the problems Unreal Engine 5 is having, it's like Unreal Engine 5 is getting a lot of backlash for its performance issues. And even the guy from Epic having to defend it the other day, blaming the developers. It probably is the developer's fault that they're not optimizing the engine until close to the end of development, but still, it's like, fuck, man. It's like people aren't excited anymore when we hear like, oh, this game's gonna be running in Unreal Engine 5. I think most people are just kind of like,
We were when it was
right initially because it's like, oh, holy shit, Unreal Engine 5, it's gonna be this new thing.
Great.
Yeah, but now with all the problems, it's actually end up having if they don't optimize correctly. It really is just kind of becoming like a shit. I don't know. That's not the best news to hear that it's in Unreal Engine 5, but hopefully they optimize it well and all that. Yeah, I'll be curious to see when this comes out as well. I guess next year, right? It's next year's the 25th anniversary of Xbox, which will also make the 25th anniversary of Halo. So make a lot of sense for it to be next fall. Try to get it like on the same date or as close to the anniversary as possible of Halo 1. Makes a lot of sense. So yeah, let's see what they got here. Hopefully it looks cool. I'm sure it's gonna look beautiful. And yeah, let's see how excited I actually am and how 1-to-1 of a remake it actually is.
Yeah. I think they should just start with a Chief Collection. I think that'd be really their smartest play.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Especially if Xbox needs money. I mean, I don't know how hard it would be to get the collection running on other hardware, but who knows? Maybe that is a struggle. But I think that can't be like that much money to do that.
Sure. All right, cool. Let's continue on then. When is that? October 24th. So that's not till the end of the month. Got a few weeks till then.
Yeah.
Over to the fun world of Nintendo. Doug Bowser will be retiring from his position as COO of Nintendo of America at the end of this year. He will be replaced by Devin Pritchard. I think that's her name.
I mean, you want me to look at it? I don't know.
You don't have to. You can go Pritchard. Pritchard. Okay. That's her name. Doug Bowser. Short-lived. I mean, how long was Doug Bowser in there for? It wasn't that long. I feel like we were doing the show when he got in that position.
Yeah, 4 years maybe? 4 years? So 4 years sounds about right.
God's outlived you, Doug.
It's crazy. That's crazy to think about.
Crazy. Step it up.
Mario finally took him down,
Got him the fuck out of there.
Stomped on his head 3 times.
Yeah, what a fucking hellish dream this has been for Mario.
For real.
God, Bowser's the COO of my company. Fucking shit. Man. I think he just like cucked him, made Mario sit in a chair while he had his way with Peach.
Crazy. Like what job
Crazy.
Can you have with the name like Bowser now?
Right, yeah. Does he have somewhere else to go? Probably not.
No.
Poor Doug Bowser, Poor Doug Bowser. You were kind of made for this position. Now you're gone.
Yeah.
Now you're retired.
Yeah, how long was he at Nintendo? What did you say?
He was
there for a long time, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm sure he was like an executive at Nintendo for fucking years or whatever. It's same thing with this Devin girl. She was vice president.
Yeah, she was there for like 20-something years, right?
Yeah, it was like 18 years. So, and now she's getting promoted to this position. So let's see. I mean, I don't know. It's Nintendo America. Not that they don't make a lot of decisions, but it's not like they're running Nintendo.
Less since Reggie.
Right. Yeah. At least it seems. I mean, and that's the interesting thing about Doug Bowser too, is like he never put himself really at the forefront like Reggie.
I don't think Nintendo wants that anymore after Reggie.
Yeah.
Seems like Japan runs the show now, when it seemed like kind of Reggie had a little bit more of a say in that era. Now it just seems very Nintendo of Japan.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well. Yeah, and they only have one American studio as well, right?
Next Level?
Retro, I was thinking. Is Next Level America?
No, Next Level probably isn't.
I think Next Level is like European.
Yeah, maybe. Where's the Fire Emblem people? Where are they at?
That's Japanese as fuck. So I'd be
Yeah.
shocked.
I'm just
if
naming
that's
like
not.
other studios that aren't the main Nintendo teams.
Yeah. I'm sure they gotta own more America. Just retro, right?
Well, there's
Oh, Next Level's Canadian.
there you go. That's close enough. That's North American.
Yeah.
Um, then you have Mercury Steam, who they've been working with. They don't own them, I don't think, yet. Who's been doing Metro? They're from Spain, I think.
Are they okay?
They did Metro Dread. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's actually another US team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Next Level's Canadian. Nintendo
where's
European
Retro? Are they
Research and
Austin?
Development. Retro is Austin. Yeah. They own Shiver Entertainment, which is in Miami, Florida. Porting video
What does
games to
Shiver make?
Nintendo platform. I guess they just port things. They're probably just a studio that like helps out with things coming to Switch, I'd imagine.
That doesn't really fully count.
Nintendo Technology Development is in Washington.
Who is that?
And it's probably just, I don't know, guys that work on.
Are these so no other really dev?
There's a bunch of fucking
like
side studios we
studios.
never hear about, you know. Yeah. All right, cool. So, Devin, we'll look forward to seeing you at the next Nintendo Direct, possibly, maybe. Does she want to be famous? Does she make herself on these Nintendo Directs? Like, do we get a Muppet version of young Devin here?
It's an interesting point. Who knows?
Interesting point.
Yeah.
Should she change her last name to like Devin King K. Rool or something, you know?
Toadstool.
Ooh, I like that.
Devin Toadstool.
Devin Wario.
Well, isn't it Mario's name Mario? So what about Devin Mario?
Ooh. No, because then she'd be good. She'd be on the good people's side.
Well then can't do
we gotta have
Toadstool
villain.
either. Yeah.
Devin Meta Knight. Is that his name?
His name is Meta Knight.
Okay. Yeah. This little hand from the Smash.
You do like Dark Devin.
Dark Devin. Oh wow. He's evil.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah, like a Dark Link.
Yeah. Oh, get it. Okay. A lot of options here, Devin. Like, let's get going on the name change here. A little disappointing that you came out with your original name first.
Yeah, unlike Doug Bowser.
Right. Who just changed it immediately before. He knew. Playing into the fan base. This is a smart idea, too. Move on to our next fun news story. EA has entered into an agreement to be acquired by a group of private investors composed of PIF, which is the Saudi Arabia government branch.
Public Interest Fund or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, Saudi Arabia
Private
Public
Investment Fund or something like that.
Just a lot of things we put with PIF. Also composed of Silver Lake, which is another company, and then Affinity Partners, which is also another company. The deal is expected to close sometime in Q1 2027, and will also leave. I want to put this in here. It will also leave the company $20 billion in debt to their shareholders, which is hilarious.
Which can probably be made very quickly with who owns them.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think
that is a lot.
I mean, I don't know. Like, let's see how they get that 20 billion when this actually goes through. Because
liquidating assets.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. If you are an
that
expendable studio at EA when this deal goes through, yeah, you should probably be pretty fucking nervous, honestly.
Yeah.
But then, it's obviously not great news.
No, it's terrible. It's absolutely
Saudi Arabia.
It's atrocious.
Government just getting their hands in there. They already they own so much of other giant publishers as well.
Yeah, just entertainment.
Yeah, they own I think it's 7.5% of Nintendo. They own like 9% of Take-Two. I think it's like 5% of Capcom. Something else. So yeah, they got their hands all up in games at this point. And now they're about to pretty much own EA. I think they will own the majority. They already own 9% of EA, but that is rolling over into this as well. So yeah, they're buying up the other 91% or whatever. At least with this group of private investors. Even better note that Silver Lake company is like partially owned by Trump's son. So it's like, all right, fucking awesome. This is just great news. Daniel,
Absolutely terrible.
I don't even really know what to say about this. Honestly, a lot of this goes over my head with just like on the money side. Like I understand like they're being bought by a group of private investors, but like it's just like where the money's going, where's it all coming from. A lot of this goes over my head. I listened to like half a podcast with Colin talking to Rick Hogue about all of it, and it was just like, whew, Jesus Christ.
One thing to note about it is this also turns them from a public traded company to a private company.
Sure. Yeah.
So they're not technically um, doing things for their investors anymore because they will not have any public investors. They will just have
which is
people that own
where
them.
the 20 million in debt is coming from or something like that.
Yeah.
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 20
which
billion.
will have to be the 20 billion will have to be paid back to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is going to be bad because of who owns them. I mean, being private is not necessarily a bad thing. They won't have to like appease investors in ways that we won't like, but now they're just going to have to appease the owners in ways that we're not going to like. So,
right. And it's not
and
only
who
that, it's
knows?
the owners themselves now get to make firsthand decisions about what you're doing, and like can override anything they want, at that point.
Yeah, because they're private. Yeah.
And I don't know. A lot of people are worried about like what EA games are gonna look like after this. I don't necessarily know if like the Saudi Arabia government is gonna like, oh, you have a gay character in this game, take that shit out, Like I don't know. Why is this woman talking in this game? I don't know if they're gonna be
a
like
lot of
that.
jokes about that, but Madden has a lot of ads for products in there to make it seem real. I assume that a lot of those products are going to have to be like go through them now, and it's like, well, if they don't like what Gatorade does one time, it's like, well, Gatorade, you're gone, and we're going to put some other company like whatever. I'm just naming names. Vitamin Water is going to be in there now because Vitamin Water does what we say, and maybe we have an investment in Vitamin Water.
No, yeah, you'll be seeing hella shit like that. I mean,
yeah,
the amount of ads you're gonna see for like travel to Saudi Arabia on your next commercial, or like during a commercial and like fucking in Madden or whatever, or like in an advertisement on the side or whatever. It's like the amount of that type of shit you're gonna see is gonna go way up.
I mean, you have a little bit more tie because you were following more of like a different like entertainment industry that has been slowly being taken over by them, in the UFC and stuff. So like you're seeing that side, and you know a little bit more about that than I do. Like, um, we'll see how that looks here. Who knows? I don't know. I know that they've been slowly taking over the fighting industry, boxing and UFC, but maybe this is just the start. Who knows? Maybe they'll buy Ubisoft.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, they're going in so big on just the entertainment industry in general. It's just, I mean, did you see that thing with all the comedians going over there?
Yeah, it's
recently.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Insane.
it's absolutely insane. And then like the people have the audacity to like criticize people that have done that in the past, but then the same like comedians will go take money from over there. It's I don't know. It's
even if you're not okay with what they're doing, you're like saying that it's like, well, your blood money's fine.
Right. It's just scary how much money they have. Because it just seems like they have endless amounts of money and they could buy anything. It's like,
I mean, this is very similar to Tencent.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, scary times we're living in. It's especially now that they can just go out and buy a company like EA. It's probably not even that big of a deal to them. They're just like, oh yeah, that's up for sale. Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, any of these public traded companies,
right?
That can happen.
Yeah. So sucks to see. We'll see what actually ends up happening to EA and all their studios, and if the games actually do end up changing and whatnot. And where they're gonna get this 20 billion from after the deal actually closes, because I seriously doubt Saudi's gonna be like, oh, we got that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe some of it, but I don't know. I mean, 20 billion, like a lot of those like shutting studios is not really going to cover that much of it,
Right.
So it's like, is it really going to be worth it to do that?
No, yeah, it's a good point.
When like
you shut BioWare down, how much do you really get from that?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
yeah,
probably like a few $100 million.
Right. When like maybe their potential profits more.
Yeah,
it's like, I don't know. It's like that's a lot of math that will have to be mathed in these next like year and a half or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, we probably won't see the fruition of a lot of these decisions for a very long time.
Until
I mean,
2027.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, the deal even has to go through, and then they have to get in there and actually start making decisions and all that. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're probably looking at a
Summer
few years
2027.
here before anything actually happens here. But and I mean, there is still a possibility that the deal doesn't go through. It's not like a signed, sealed, delivered thing yet. But I mean, it's unlikely. But yeah, so
Yeah,
we'll
I think
see.
that's highly unlikely
It
unless
sucks.
something really negative happened.
Right. All right. Well, let's move on. We got another fun one. This will be our last story, I believe. A new Lord of the Rings game is in development throughout various studios under Embracer Group. It is apparently a very large game being made to compete with Hogwarts Legacy and has already received a $100 million investment from Abu Dhabi. Daniel, Abu Dhabi.
I didn't hear that. You said everything was great until
nope.
Fantastic.
Nope. Yeah, Abu Dhabi.
Great. Thank you for ruining
already
it for
put
me.
$100 million into this game. Shows you, I guess, the scale of this game at least, because it's just like that's just 100 million. So you're probably looking at like I don't know, around a $300 million game here.
I was only thinking. My guess would hearing like that. I would have said like maybe 150. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Tough to say, but
Yeah.
yeah. So new Lord of the Rings game in development under Embracer. No exact studio pointed out yet, but they did say various studios throughout Embracer. So I'm assuming it's like
They have a lot still.
yeah, they have a shit ton of studios. So I'm assuming it's a big cooperative effort through a lot of studios throughout the Embracer group. Which is interesting because like no one really comes to mind for me under Embracer where I'm like, oh,
I'd have to like
they would be
know who
good to
they
make
own right now.
make a Lord of the Rings game, right? So but maybe it could end up being similar to a Hogwarts Legacy situation where it's like none of us really thought Avalanche kind of had that in them before Hogwarts Legacy,
did, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know, so it's like maybe it is
Because that game
kind of
looked too good to
situation.
be true.
Right, exactly. And then we like look into this and it's like, oh, the guys that made Disney Infinity or whatever are making Hogwarts Legacy. It's like, yeah, that's not going to work out. But yeah, they knocked that out of the park. So it is possible. I mean, there are studios out there that are capable of doing this, especially with a lot of money behind them, right? I mean, they already got 100 million from Abu Dhabi. Who knows how much more?
There's so many talented people out there.
Embracer's actually putting in. So
yeah, there's so many talented people out there. Like you never know who could punch above their weight, you know?
Yeah.
Until like they get a chance to step up and do it.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, do you know who I know that there's been a lot of in and outs of Embracer and like who's left and who's been shut down. Like I don't even know who Embracer owns right now that is like a big studio.
Yeah, I mean the biggest one I think of is Aspire. Also Saber Interactive, right?
Saber, that's right.
Yeah. So
I could see Saber doing something like that, at least assisting on it.
I just feel like they're so busy. Like they announced a third Warhammer game. They also announced, isn't there something else big from Saber? Oh, Knights of the Old Republic is supposed to be them. The remake.
Oh, right.
You know? So it's like, yeah,
they're a huge studio. I mean, maybe they could be, like I said, they could be assisting on.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, they did. The article did specifically point out that it's various different studios working on this one game. So they could also be working on this as well, have their hands in it, helping out with it and whatnot. And yeah, I imagine Aspire would be involved somewhat. Yeah, I don't know who else I mean, they own so many that it's just like, okay, let's just pile y'all into one and make a Lord of the Rings game. And it's like, man, it's not the worst idea.
Yeah. I mean, I was excited about this until you like dropped a bomb, but
the Abu Dhabi
I do want,
yeah,
I do want a Lord of the Rings game, like having like a nice world to explore, like Hogwarts Legacy. That sounds awesome. Like exploring the Shire and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
no, and that's awesome. What I assume they mean by competing with Hogwarts Legacy. Is like, oh, okay, we're gonna go through and hit all the major nostalgia beats you would get.
Let me go to Rivendell and explore that city. That would be awesome.
Yeah. That's what I think we're gonna get here. Something like that. It's like a big open world Middle Earth type thing with all the various places that you want to go explore and have and be explorable, right?
Yeah, like that sounds incredible. I love Lord of the Rings, so I love that.
Yeah, I wonder what they'll do too, story wise. Like, again, with them competing with Hogwarts Legacy, I imagine it'll be a prequel type thing. You know, set somewhere within the timeline of Tolkien. Yeah, let's see what they do here. Sounds like it's still pretty far out. Sounds like they started working on it like end of 2023 ish. So probably still be a few years before we see it, but should be exciting.
Yeah, yeah. Now I'm just hesitant about it, but
Yeah,
I'm still excited to see what it could be.
yeah. Money's not coming from a great place, but whatever. At least it's a lot of money. So
Yes, that's a good thing.
all right, Daniel, that will do it for the news of the week. We can now get in what we've been playing. Daniel, what have you been playing?
This week's actually been real light. I've not really played that much. I played like a little bit more Borderlands, like a couple of nights. I think I'm level 30 or 47. So we're in like kind of that. They kind of break it down like that. I think I told you there's like the first area, then it kind of breaks to the two areas that you can go to. We beat the second area. We're in the third area right now.
Okay.
And it looks like there's a middle area where like the final boss is, and that's going to be kind of an area. Then you get to the boss. So there's probably like a small fourth area. Um, but we're like a decent chunk into the ish, kind of starting that third area now. So yeah, I played more of that. It's definitely the game's running better. They've definitely updated it more. I'm not having quite as many issues. Um, Still, every now and then I'll have a couple framies issues and stuff. But other than that, I played like maybe 30 minutes, not as much as I wanted to of Donkey Kong.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I did like that tutorial where you like break out. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that you can pick up the fucking Joy-Cons, Daniel, and do the thing. It's
Can
so
you?
cool.
I didn't know you
Yeah,
could do
dude, you
that.
can pick up the Joy-Cons, do this on your chest, and he'll turn into the, he'll morph, he'll go Super Saiyan or whatever ability
Oh,
you got. Yeah,
I didn't know that that was a thing. That's fun.
fucking cool.
Um, so I'm in like that first. So I saw like the cut scene, and then like the meteor pushes that thing down.
Okay.
So like I'm in like that. Is that like the first level?
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah.
So I'm in that first level still. I've been like, there's like I don't know how big these levels really are and like whatever, but there's like a bunch you could do before you really
Yeah,
get more
they all
down
vary
into it.
in sizes.
I don't know how far I am into this like first level, but just kind of like running around trying to figure out the controls. There's a lot going on, and that little bit that I played handheld. Just not really going to be how I play most of the time.
Sure.
I probably will be using a pro controller. So
Did you get a
um,
Switch 2 Pro controller yet?
no, I
No,
don't
no,
have.
yeah. Okay.
I had to like link up my. I have them on my shelf. I was like had to charge them and like link them up
Gotcha.
to the Switch 2. Yeah, I'd like wait and let them charge first because they were actually completely dead. I haven't used my Switch in a while.
It finally died,
Yeah,
that battery in that Pro controller. Wow.
they're
Crazy.
insane.
Crazy.
Those things go so long.
After 35 years. Wow.
After 35 years. Um, yeah, I'm definitely excited to get back to it. But I haven't really been gaming too much this week.
Cool. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be excited to see what you think of Donkey Kong. Great game.
Yeah, definitely have to put my nose down and beat that game.
Yeah, for sure. Buckle
I'm
down.
liking what I've played so far.
Get her done. Get her done. Did you buy the DLC? Or just everything?
I no, when I bought the Switch, I just got like the just the game, like the physical games at the same time. But I think that's yeah. I haven't bought it. I don't know if I will. Like I don't know. I think it's a cool DLC. The idea of like a kind of a by run mode, but yeah, I don't know. Probably not.
Okay, cool. I have beaten Silent Hill F. The
I knew
F.
you would.
The F. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think 11. It did the thing where it pauses when you pause. Thank God, because I can never tell what my
Yeah.
actual time is on these games because it'll say like you've played for 80 hours and I'm like, this is a 10-hour game, you can't. No, I didn't. No, it took it was like 11 hours 40 minutes, something like that, close to 12. So not the longest thing. I took my time a decent amount too. I try to look out for side things. Kind of hard to tell where side things were in this game actually. But yeah, beat it 11 hours 40 minutes, something like that. Great game. This is very dark game. I mean, this is one of the
We
darkest
talked about that
games I've
last week.
ever played, quite honestly. It's and it's like I try to think to like super dark, like Plague Tale, right? Like that game's super dark, but in a different way. Like I always think of like when you're walking through all those dead bodies in Plague Tale. It's like that's like one of the darkest things I've seen in a game. This is darker in like a much different way, but still like I don't something about the material in this game was like came across just like really like
It's like, isn't it more dark in a more personal way, right?
yeah, more personal way, more disturbing way, I guess I'd say.
Yeah.
It's base level, like what is this game about? It's about the fog taking over this town and monsters appearing out of this fog and a girl and her friends trying to escape the town and get out of there. That's like super base level what this game's about, but it's really like not about that at all. It's the revelations you kind of go through in this game and actually finding out what the story about is really kind of it's like by the end my jaw was kind of like on the floor with this game where I was just like holy shit, like they really went there with a lot of places, a lot of
That makes me want to play this game.
unexpected moments throughout the story, a lot of unexpected moments through gameplay even, like which I was very surprised to see. It was like, oh, we're like, there's moments where I'm just like, oh shit, we're like doing this, like I'm playing this, holy shit. Yeah, a lot of very surprising things there. Gameplay's good. I see a lot of people complaining about the gameplay, but like I thought it was very well done. They did a very good job making the survival horror aspect of it like kind of shine throughout the weapon system. A lot of people are annoyed about the weapons breaking. That's pretty much just the equivalent of you running out of bullets in like a Resident Evil or something like that. It's like
Because it's mostly a melee combat game, right?
it's entirely a melee combat game. There's no guns in this game. There's no projectiles. You're not shooting anything throughout the entire time. This is
Okay.
the entire game is melee focused and has a variety of different weapons. But yeah, so it's like you'll pick up the steel pipe, hit someone with the steel pipe, it goes down a little bit, until it breaks, right? And there's toolkits throughout the world that you can fix your weapons with, but like a lot of times you are just kind of like measuring, like, okay, how much do I got left? And like there's a little bar on the side, so I'm like, okay, I got this much left. I probably got like 7-8 hits left with this weapon, and then I got to find a new weapon. Does it break and
shatter?
Yeah, it just kind of disappears. Yeah, similar to Breath of the Wild.
So it doesn't like you can't just repair it after it breaks.
No, you can't repair it after it breaks. You have to do that when you have like a sliver of I don't even know what the hell you call it. A sliver of it left.
Like durability.
Durability. Yeah, that's a good word for it. So yeah, it's like you're trying to manage it throughout that, and then you're also trying to manage your faith, which is like this little kind of bar on the side that kind of it's kind of a way to add a bit more depth into the combat where like you hold the faith button and everything kind of slows down a little bit, and then you could kind of see when monsters are about to attack you, they'll like flash red, and it's like that's a good moment to attack. Or you can charge up your faith and do like a big power hit as well with that. So it's like they kind of just add a little bit more depth with that. But you also have a faith bar, and that runs out as well. So it's like, but then there's items to replenish your faith.
Christ compels you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm assuming the F stands for faith. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, I actually very much enjoyed the combat. I think it's more in depth than Silent Hill 2 combat is. I could see people getting annoyed with it. Like it is slow, and it does feel a little clunky at times. But it's supposed to, like
I was just say you're not Kratos.
No, like, you are a Japanese schoolgirl.
Yeah, like this is a survival horror game. This isn't an action combat.
Right,
game.
And like imagine you actually trying to pick up a lead pipe and fucking bash a monster over the head with it. It's like, yeah, you're gonna be kind of slow with that. And so I like the combat. I don't think it's great, but I did enjoy my time with it, and I did enjoy that manage aspect of it. That I think that really brought out the survival horror of the entire game. And yeah, the story's fantastic. I mean, this we are in such a good time for survival horror games. It's honestly insane. It's like, especially now that we get a new Silent Hill and it's this fucking good, and like the story they knocked it out of the park with, the themes they knocked it out of the park with, the characters they knocked it out of the park with. Yeah, and it's a very interesting mysterious tale. One thing I was a little disappointed with was like they kind of hit the same beats that Silent Hill 2 remake did. And like not like that the story's similar at all, but like, you know, this level I'm in the town, this level I'm in Silent Hill, or like, you get transported into this weird Silent Hill world, much like you did in Silent Hill 2 remake. And it's like, I guess that's kind of just what the formula is for Silent Hill. These are the only two Silent Hill games I played, so like I'm assuming this is the formula for all of them. And I think me realizing what that formula was kind of took away a little bit of the magic there with this game, right? It's like I could see me liking this game more than I did Silent Hill 2 remake, even if I didn't experience Silent Hill 2 remake before that, Uh, but yeah, there's just kind of a nitpick, and I think that's just kind of me realizing what the formula is for Silent Hill, more than anything. But yeah, man, I mean, this story is fantastic. This goes down as one of the all-time great horror game stories for sure. I mean,
That's awesome.
this girl she knocked it out of the fucking park. Her name's Hinako in the game. Whoever this actress is, well, I know the voice actress. The voice actress is the girl that did Yuffie. She also did Chitose.
Oh,
She also did Chitose in Infinite Wealth.
oh,
Yeah,
and we talked about how great she was
yeah,
in
we
that
talked
game.
about how good she was last year, right? And she did Fuko in Persona 3 Reload. So this
Okay.
girl's fantastic, and she I don't think she did the mocap for the game, and like the mocap really shines as well. Like she did, whoever did the mocap did a really great job of just conveying emotions and stuff throughout body language and facial emotions and all that. But then also the voice acting is just spectacular, and yeah, I do got to give a massive shout out to that girl. This girl, she deserves a nomination at Game Awards, all awards. Give her it. It's
Hmm.
like, dude, she goes through some shit in this fucking game, and it is very emotional, and it is just very well done. I was blown away by her performance in this game. I really was. Great side characters as well, and their performances are spectacular too. And then just the writing of this game. I looked up the guy that like wrote this. He does a bunch of anime stuff. I guess he's pretty famous in Japan. Uh,
Yeah, I heard they got like a special writer for this game,
yeah,
right?
yeah, they got a special writer for it, and yeah, he does like a bunch of different animes and stuff. And yeah, like I said, he is like pretty famous, and yeah, he fucking killed it, man. Like he clearly had a vision for this and like an idea, and how to make this feel like very Silent Hilly, and yeah, they knocked that out of the park. I was blown away by this game. I think it's a fantastic game. It's definitely up there like game of the year. Um, yeah, I absolutely love it.
I need to, I knew I needed to play this game.
Dude, it's wild. Like I just don't want to spoil things, but like, dude, this game just goes places where I am just like, holy shit! Like, what are
I
we
love hearing
doing?
that.
Yeah, man,
I love hearing that.
it's an awesome game. It's a trippy game. It's a intensely emotional game. Um, Disturbing. It's everything you would want in a survival horror game. Really, I could see the combat holding it back for certain people.
Or the puzzles.
The
I'm talking
puzzles are
about the
great.
puzzles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no. I mean, that's a good thing to bring up.
Are they annoying or
No, I thought they
anything
were
like
all
that?
very well done. There was one where I had to look it up, but I was just, of course, it was just the thing where I'm like overlooking an aspect of the puzzle. I don't want to like get into it so much, but it's like, it's more of like me just not like putting all the pieces together more so than it was
Yeah.
like being a hard puzzle that I couldn't solve. It was just more so me like not being able to figure out this one thing went here. I don't know. That happens sometimes with puzzles. But like other than that, yeah, I thought they were very well done. Very understandable. And yeah, I thought they were very smart. Doesn't necessarily make you feel like the most clever after all these, which is kind of what you want in all the puzzles. But yeah, I thought the puzzles were good. Very well done. Only knock I would give it to, sometimes it's very hard to tell where to go exactly in this game, specifically in the town itself. When you were in there, it's like the town is very big and it feels like you're exploring it for quite a while. And like they give you kind of, when you're in the town part, they kind of give you open range. It's open field. Like you can kind of go wherever you want. And there were times where I was just turned around or I went down the wrong road and I was like, oh, I'm here again. How's that happening? Which kind of adds to it, right? Kind of adds to like the, oh shit,
Yeah,
I'm
you're the
going
dog.
crazy here a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I would say this game is like a damn near perfect survival horror game.
Wow. That's high praise.
Yeah. yeah, blown away by how good it was. I was not expecting this game to be this great. I thought,
Yeah, especially for this developer, right?
right, yeah, it's like a newish developer, Neo something, Neo Brands,
Neobards.
yeah, something like that. I mean, they're mostly a support studio. It seems like they've worked on like a bunch of stuff, had their hands in all sorts of games, but this seems to be their first big game that's their own, made from the ground up, and yeah, they fucking killed it.
Crazy. We're seeing that so like over and over again. These first time
yeah,
at bats or just people knocking it out of the park.
very smart of Konami to point these guys out and be like, hey, do you want to make a ground up a Silent Hill game from the ground up? Because yeah, they must have an eye for talent there. Someone does, at least, at Konami, because they're
It's nice to see Konami like mostly back.
Right. Yeah. Well, this one
It's
being
really
a new
nice.
one now, right? It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
and this
okay,
one
this
being a
is kind
brand
of
new
their
game.
first brand new game, and they're able to do that and seem to be able to appease Silent Hill fans. I don't know where like Silent Hill fandom's gonna like rank this game amongst other Silent Hill games. I'll be curious to see. But yeah, it's crazy to see that they were able to pick out this studio and make a brand new Silent Hill game from the ground up. Make it feel fresh too. Like this doesn't feel like any other Silent Hill game from what I can tell. Obviously, like I was saying, it hits kind of the same story beats as the other ones, and like it sticks to the Silent Hill formula, but is very unique in its storytelling and its setting, especially, right? Having this 1960s Japanese town playing as a Japanese schoolgirl. Yeah, it's very unique for Silent Hill and just horror in general, really.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely need to play this game.
Yeah, it's a must play. It's a must play for survival horror fans, I would say, for sure. And just people that like good storytelling. I would say,
Yeah.
I would say it's a must
I
play
am
for
both
sure.
of those.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Just be ready because it is disturbing.
Good.
Yeah, good amount of scary too. I wouldn't say it's as scary as a Silent Hill 2 remake was, but you definitely
I
get some
didn't
good
find
scares.
Silent Hill 2 very scary.
You didn't?
Not
Yeah.
like not that there was no scare, but I just found it more eerie than scary.
Yeah.
So you say it's even lower than that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, for my money, Silent Hill 2 remake's the scariest game ever made. But yeah, I mean that's always gonna vary from person to person.
I find it more like I'll put in quotes scary for the themes
sure
than I do like it actually scaring me, if that makes sense.
Good enemy design as well too. I gotta shout that out in this game. The boss battles were actually very well done, I thought. And then just having the different variety of enemies in this game and what they actually did. There's like this one giant monster that like spits out these other smaller monsters. That one was like very well done, I thought, and you kind of gotta like focus on the smaller ones. And then like but also chip away at the big one at the same time. Every time I ran into one of those, there's like a stalker thing that looks like a Demogorgon from Stranger Things. It looks like just like it, and I was like, oh shit, that thing was terrifying because it was like super quick. And then there's like your base enemies, which did remind me of the mannequins from Silent Hill. Or
yeah,
Silent
they kind of look like that.
Yeah, those things, those definitely brought back those kind of vibes and a whole bunch of other things. But yeah, and then just aesthetically, like this game is so beautiful to look at, especially when you get into the parts with like all these different flowers. Like you see all the red flowers and the promotions for this game and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, they really go all out with that kind of stuff. So yeah, man, loved it. It was definitely a big surprise of the year. Shit, man, guess I'm a big Silent Hill fan now. Love it.
That's awesome. Yeah, I know. Hopefully I'm excited for that one remake as well.
Yeah, we're getting one remake now. I would like something Silent Hill yearly. I guess we'll be taking a couple years off now. More than likely, while they make the Silent Hill 1
2
remake.
years sounds, I think, pretty good.
Yeah, if they can get that out of that cadence, that'd be nice. That'd be nice as well. And yeah, hopefully Konami starts churning out more stuff from their other IPs. It's like gotta get Castlevania going at some point, right?
That's the one. That's the big one I'm waiting for.
Yeah. Need something going on there. You got to go back to 2D Castlevania.
Yeah, a la carte 2D Castlevania.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that gets announced at some point and like they team up. They would probably team up with someone really smart, Konami, and team up with one of those indie guys. Do something similar in the vein of Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, right?
Yeah.
Find a really good indie developer that makes those type of games and let them make a Castlevania game. I would bet that happens in the near future.
I mean, they got to be in the talks already for it.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna just let Castlevania sit. There's no way.
Yeah, no way. Those are the big three, right? Metal Gear, Silent Hill, Castlevania. For Konami. Yeah. What else do they own? Do they own anything outside of that?
Like Contra.
Contra, yeah, Contra could be big. Something with that.
I mean, there's definitely more. It's just not on the top of my head right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are definitely the big ones.
All right. Cool. Yeah. And then I'll be hopping on to go see Yote today.
Yeah. It's today. That's right.
Yeah, looking forward to it. So I can get through that somewhat quickly. I don't know. It's a bigger game, so it might take me a little longer.
That is definitely a big game.
Yeah, a bigger game. I would like to beat it before Keeper, but that's probably possible.
You got like 2 weeks. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe
I got faith in you.
Figure it out. Yeah, we're gonna have to buckle down here, play some games, and then hopefully I can do that. The Keeper. I imagine that'll be short and be like a weekend game, and then I'll do Ninja Gaiden, and then I'll do Outer World. And hopefully I can do all of that before Metroid. I guess would be my plan.
Is that kind of the 4 games for the remainder of the year?
Yeah. As far as new releases go, unless Skate Story gets a date, that is like the one indie game, and that Marvel Cosmic Invasion game as well. I would play that. So yeah, those would probably be it. So hopefully those 2 get dates. It's interesting, like the 2 indie games I'm looking forward to are don't have dates yet. Still scheduled for this year, right? Yeah. So if those 2 come out, those will definitely be on there. Oh, Dispatch, I might play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That game definitely looks interesting. I don't like the weekly release that game's gonna do, but like I might try that, like try to beat them week after week, and that is like the director of that is like the really good guy from Telltale. Like he was the director of Tales of the Borderlands. He was the director
my
of
favorite.
Wolf Among Us. He was the director of like one of the directors on Walking Dead season 1. So it's like awesome. It does seem like the really good portion of Telltale ended up here. So let's see. And I like that Aaron Paul's in it. So
yeah, that's definitely I've been keeping that in my peripheral. It's like if it reviews incredibly well, that's what I would probably check out.
Yeah. And I probably would do it like weekly too, and it's like that could be a cool way to experience a game. I never actually like experienced a game like
play
that.
It.
Right. Week. Wait till the next week, just like you would a TV show, right? So I might actually try that, and maybe that'll be something good to play on the side of all these big AAA games as well.
Yeah, a little refresher.
Yeah. All right, cool, Daniel. That will do it for the Nerd Gods Podcast, episode 295. Thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/nerdicgods. You can also find us available on all audio platforms. Daniel, anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, I need to announce that Saudi Arabia has actually bought me.
Oh, so. Have they? Wow, congratulations.
Yeah. They gave me no money.
Wow, that sucks. You figured they would just
very much so.
Like fart out $100 million on you, like, oh shit, we dropped that. Sorry, you can keep it.
No, they just walked in like, you're ours.
Nothing. You think they saw that clip of Shepard punching that female reporter? And we're like, oh, we gotta buy these guys.
We love that. But next time it's not gonna be a punch.
They're gonna fucking murder us. All right. They can acquire Nerd Gods though. Like we'll take them. We'll take it, right? Will we take that?
We're just taking them bounce.
And then bounce, and then quit.
Start a new show.
Give us a clean 100 mil. Yeah, we'll start God's Nerdic after that.
The Nordic Gods.
Nordic God, yeah. All right, cool. Well, I'm down for that. Sadia, hit us up. We'll see you next week, people.
Bye, everybody.